Hello my friends and welcome to Paris! We took the Eurostar from London to Paris yesterday. We arrived kind of late, got into our hotel at about 8 p.m. So we just kind of got some dinner, sat on the balcony, ate it and went to bed. But today is our first actual day in the city and I'm so excited to go out and explore. We have the most beautiful weather today and we have a lot on the agenda for today. So I'm excited to take you guys along with me. I'll quickly show you my outfit. This is what I'm wearing. I love it. This top is from Petal & Pup. This skirt is from The Iconic and then I'm wearing my ballet flats from trusty old Big W. I did 17,000 steps in these the other day when we went to Bath, so I know that they can handle the steps. But it's so nice to feel warm because while we were in London it was quite cold and I was in a jumper every single day. So it feels nice to be in more of a summery outfit today. But this is our hotel. Look at our gorgeous little balcony and the view outside. I just can't believe we're in Paris, but let's head out for the day. We've been doing a bit of sightseeing this morning. We just finished up at Shakespeare & Co. and Liam and I were both saying that that might be one of our favourite things we've done. If you don't know, it's a bookstore and you're not allowed to film inside, so obviously I couldn't film for you guys. But it was truly the most magical bookstore I think I've ever been in. So if you're ever in Paris and you get the chance, I would highly recommend. I kind of went in knowing exactly what I wanted because this is a spot that I've been wanting to go for maybe years at this point. So I got my tote bag and a few other bits, which I will show you when we get home. But Liam and I were joking how when we were paying for our stuff, we were both just smiling ear to ear because we were just wow, this is so fun. But it's literally just a bookstore. I don't know why it's so magical, but it truly is. To chill in the hotel for a little bit. We've been out all morning. It's now getting to the late afternoon. We're going to the Eiffel Tower tonight. We have tickets I think at 7, so after we finish just resting our feet for a bit, we're gonna head over there. We're gonna go up the Eiffel Tower and we're also gonna have a little picnic dinner and hopefully see it sparkle if we can stay up late enough, because I don't think it sparkles until 10 or 11 p.m. so we'll see how we go with that, but I would really love to see it. But this morning we did a few little bits and bobs and I thought I would show you the shopping that I did. Nothing too crazy, but it is super fun. So I got this tote from Shakespeare & Company. I was so excited to go here. This has been on my bucket list for the longest time and it was just as magical as I thought it was going to be. I think I mentioned this, but you can't film inside. If you want to look up on TikTok, there are some videos and things of people showing the inside, but it is truly magical. Every corner that you turn in that store, there is something that just feels magic. There are typewriters, there are just plants and flowers everywhere and beautiful old books and just little nooks and crannies filled with so much character. So that was definitely a highlight. So of course I got the tote bag, and then the other thing that was on my list to get there was this edition of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, because it's an edition that they only sell at Shakespeare & Company. So it's just kind of you can only get it if you've been there, and so this was the book that I wanted to get. And this kind of continues my tradition of buying a classic in each country that I go to. So very, very excited to have that. And the other really special thing that they do at Shakespeare & Company is they stamp your books. It doesn't have to be one of their exclusive editions. You can buy any book, a kid's book, a novel, a non-fiction book, any book, and they will stamp it. And again, just watching them stamp my book, I was I've been waiting for this moment for so long. And they also put in this bookmark, which is so fun. And then the only other thing that I got there was this postcard, because I've been collecting postcards everywhere we go. I'll have to do a big postcard hall at the end. This is what the upstairs looks like of Shakespeare and Company. Like, it is just beautiful. And then we went to Montmartre this afternoon. Not gonna lie, I do kind of wish we went in the morning, but I kind of wish we did everything in the morning, because the mornings in Paris are beautiful and quiet and peaceful, and you just walk around feeling like you are in a movie. And then it just gets so busy everywhere, specifically obviously all of the tourist attractions, which is like all the things we're doing because we're tourists and we're obviously contributing to the crowds as well, I'm very aware. But doing things before they get crowded is just so much nicer. But we went to Montmartre and it was very, very busy, and it was still very beautiful, and I'm so glad that we went. But I think going early morning would be a really, really nice experience. But there was a little souvenir shop that I had saved from TikTok. Again, it's like the iconic one that everyone goes to, but they have the most beautiful postcards. And so I got one that just says Paris on the front, and then one that has Montmartre to add to my collection. So very happy about those. And then I guess this, if you count this as a souvenir, we did this vintage photo booth. Honestly, the way I found this, well, I like saw people talking about it on TikTok, and then I was on Apple Maps and I looked up photo booth and it directed me straight there. So if you are ever looking for it, I recommend. Like, it was so easy to find, and there wasn't too much of a lineup either. There were definitely some people there, but we didn't have to wait too long. And so now we have a vintage photo booth strip from New York, London, and Paris, and that is just so exciting to me. I want to frame them and put them up somewhere in our house. But yeah, those are all of the little souvenirs that I've collected today. I don't think there's anything else on my list in terms of like shopping. These were kind of the main things I wanted to do. But yeah, Paris has been so magical so far, and I am so excited to see the Eiffel Tower tonight. It feels illegal that we've been here for like a whole day and I haven't seen it yet. I have seen it from afar. There's been a few points today where we've been somewhere and you can see it, which is so cool. Like, it just like pops out of nowhere. Like, you'll just be walking down the street and then you can see the top of the Eiffel Tower, which is so special. But anyway, we're gonna go officially see it tonight, and I can't wait. We're officially at the top of the Eiffel Tower. The views are honestly insane. Like, I don't know, I knew it would be beautiful obviously, but it is gorgeous. The stairs were a bit rough. They just kept going, but we're at the top now and it's so worth it. I can't believe we're at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
As far up as our eyes.
We are not at the top actually. I totally forgot we weren't at the top. We're at the highest point that we will get to. It's one of those things that you hear all about, and then when you finally get to do it, you're like, I can see why people love this. I can see why people recommend this. I can see why people come from all over the world to do this. Like, it is beautiful. We decided to have a little picnic for dinner, so we went to a grocery store and just got some random bits, some like bread, meats, cheese. It's not very pretty, but it is very tasty. But this is our view. What the heck? How? We want to wait till the sun sets so that we can hopefully see it sparkle. Hopefully we're not here too late, but I don't know. It is 9:50 p.m. and we're not sure if the Eiffel Tower starts sparkling at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. because it seems like it kind of depends on the day, depends on when the sun sets, stuff like that. I've seen things that say it only sparkles after nightfall, and the sun has definitely set, but I wouldn't say it's like dark. And so I'm a bit skeptical, but Liam thinks it's gonna sparkle. I'll show you guys. It looks even lighter on camera. It is darker in real life, but it's not like dark. It is darker, but I just don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up and then get sad. But Liam says it's gonna sparkle at 10. I'm not sure. We'll keep you guys updated.
1 minute to go.
Let's hope. I don't want to stay up another hour, guys. I'm too much of a grandma for this. What if it's not exactly on time? Rip, it's 10.
Oh, it's starting to sparkle.
Yay! That is beautiful. Wow! Oh, everyone's clapping. That's so cute. It's actually magical. finished up at breakfast at Carette and that was so good. Obviously, it's a very touristy place to go, but honestly, I think it was worth the hype. The hot chocolate was quite literally the best hot chocolate I've ever had, and I know I'm not the first person to say that, like, it's like viral for a reason, but oh my gosh, like, I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. And the croissants were so good as well, and then dipping the croissant into the hot chocolate, so good. I'll put the correct location on the screen that we went to because allegedly it's supposed to be a quieter location. I know there's one like by the Eiffel Tower and in Montmartre, so I think that's why this one is a little bit quieter because it's not directly like next to a huge tourist attraction or something. But I think they either open at 7 or 7:30. I think we got there a little bit before 8 and it was dead. I think we were like the third people there. There was no line, there was no wait. It was so chill. Honestly, doing anything in the morning in Paris is just the best way to do it. Treats. We went to the Louvre, and when you come out of the Louvre they have a bunch of stores and this is one of them. I'm too scared to say it. L'Oreille. I feel like I don't want to pronounce anything in Paris because I'm just going to come across looking dumb. So we got the iconic macarons. Again, I don't even want to say macaron because I'm probably going to get flamed for that as well. But we got a bunch to try and we thought we would do a taste test. How beautiful is this little box that they came in? I'm like sad that we're gonna eat them because then they just look so pretty. So we got 6 to try. They look incredible. Liam's ecstatic about it. Liam said he's not a huge fan of macarons. So I don't have high hopes for your opinion of them. Like if Liam says they're bad, it might just be because he doesn't like macarons. I really like macarons, so I'm hoping we'll have better luck there, but you might like them. I think our least favorite, do you think it'll be coffee?
Yeah.
I like that one. You like it? Oh, it's a hard one. I haven't tried any others yet. Maybe like a 6.5. Like I think it's good.
5.
You can say 5. Fair. It's good. Also, we did choose these flavors, by the way. So we chose ones that we think we're gonna like. Obviously, I think there will be some that we like more than others. Smells like brownies. I like it.
I think I prefer the coffee one.
You prefer the coffee?
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like it tastes like a chocolate cake. 7, maybe?
I'll go 4.
Rough. Apricot. This one's probably the prettiest one. It's got little like speckles on it. Yeah, apricot. Apricot yogurt. I like that.
Literally just tastes like the
apricot yogurt. That's really good. I like that. I give that one 7.5.
Oh, 6.5.
6.5?
7? Yeah.
Whoa.
Pretty good.
I think the lemon will be really good.
It's a good lemon cheesecake.
That one's really good too.
Got 7.
Actually, maybe I give both of the past ones an 8. Yeah, you go first for vanilla.
And then you go first for raspberry.
You think this one's gonna be your favorite, don't you? I like it. You
it's
don't?
hard when you have like the lemon, and it's such a strong taste. And then...
Yeah, that one's not as flavorful, but it's really good. It's kind of white chocolatey. What would you give it?
I go 6.
Okay. I think I'd give it an 8 as well. Lastly, we have the raspberry, which I think will be my favorite. It's good, but it's probably not my favorite. I think my favorites are the vanilla and the lemon. Vanilla, lemon, raspberry, apricot, chocolate, coffee. That's my order. What would you do?
Lemon, apricot, raspberry, vanilla, coffee, chocolate.
We're gonna go polish these off, but that was honestly very good.
Pretty
Do you change your mind? You like my phone?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I don't think I've ever had any as like nice as this, but these are good. Good morning, guys. It is our last morning here in Paris. We are gonna head to the train station in like less than 20 minutes, I think, and get on our train to Nice. I'm so excited. I'm honestly kind of sad to be leaving Paris because I feel like there's so much that we obviously didn't get to see. We were here for 2 days and I feel like we did see a lot. It was both Liam and I's first time in Paris. It's our first time going everywhere, but I feel like your first time in Paris, you have to do all the touristy, well, you don't have to. We really wanted to do all the touristy things. We wanted to see the Eiffel Tower, the Arc Arc de Triomphe, Notre Dame, like all of the classic things. But there are so many things to see, so obviously that just fills up your time. And there are so many other things that we didn't get. Sorry, the bell tower is going off. It goes off at a different time every day, and I'm very intrigued by that. Like, it doesn't go off on the hour. It is 7:38 in the morning. I don't know, there must be a reason. I don't know. But Paris is just so big. You definitely can't do it all in a couple of days, but I am happy with what we did get done and like how much we did see. I feel like we got to see all of like the big things that were on our list, and I'm very happy about that. We're checking out of our hotel this morning, so I thought I'd give you a quick little hotel room tour just in case you want a recommendation. I would stay here again. I really liked our stay here. We stayed in Hotel Horatio. I actually found the recommendation on TikTok randomly. It's nothing crazy. It's definitely not huge, but it had everything we needed. So you walk in the door, we have a full length mirror. This is my travel day outfit. And then you have just like the bed, which I thought was really comfy. Did you think it was a comfy bed? Yeah? Liam's nodding. Also, how cute is this? Like the little arch detail, little lamps next to the bed. There's little like cubbies next to each bed. Then we have the bathroom, which is very small, but again, had everything we needed. Just have a shower, vanity, toilet, hairdryer, mirror, little bits and bobs, just all the things you could need. Then opposite the bed, we have a little like desk situation. Just have my bags here, little lamp, TV, which we didn't actually use. And then my favorite part is the gorgeous little balcony. You do have to like book a balcony room, which obviously is a little bit more expensive, but I think it's so worth it if you think you're gonna spend time out here, which we did. I loved having this. Like, look at this view. Like, you just feel like you're in Paris, like in the middle of it when you're sitting out here. It's obviously very small, but so cute. Just two little chairs with a bistro table. And then this is your view. So beautiful. The lady who checked us in spoke English. It was all very easy. Like, I really have no complaints. I think the only thing is, it obviously depends which part of Paris you want to stay in. Is this in the 5th? We're staying in the 5th, which isn't necessarily close to the Eiffel Tower, but you can't be close to everything, so you kind of have to, you know, pick and choose where you want to be. We're kind of in the middle of the Pantheon and Notre Dame, if that's helpful. But we have either caught the metro or the bus everywhere or walked. Getting around, I think, is super easy, super convenient once you wrap your head around how their metro works, which took us a minute, but we got there. But yeah, I recommend. I loved our stay here. We just made it into our Nice Airbnb. This is the first Airbnb that we're staying in on this trip, but most of the rest of the places that we're staying are actually going to be Airbnbs as well. But this is like a full apartment. The other places we've stayed so far are just hotel rooms, which has been fine, but it is nice to have a bit more space in this one, so I thought I would show you around. This is the front door, which even this is just so cool. It's a bit of a random layout, but you walk into the kitchen. That's kind of what you see immediately when you come in, and it's this gorgeous green color, and it just has everything we could need. We have a coffee machine, we have a kettle, there's coffee, there's tea, which just sounds amazing after not having that for the last week or so. We also have a fridge, which is really exciting, and we have a washing machine, which is truly incredible when you're traveling. The best thing ever. Then we have a little dining area and a tiny little, kind of similar size to the one that we just had in Paris, and a little table and chair set out here as well, which is amazing. Then if you turn around and go the opposite direction, we have a bathroom in here, which just has toilet, sink, and a shower. I love the tile in here. It's this beautiful green color. And then you keep walking, and I guess this might have originally been a bedroom, but they've converted it into like a little lounge room. And if you go the other way, we just have a storage closet there, and then the bedroom with a big bed. We've got our suitcases in here. We've got like a little open wardrobe situation. A little bit of a squeeze to get around, but that's fine. And then a cute little seat and another view out onto the street. And every room has aircon. So that is the real saving grace here, because it is so hot. So hot here. I think we're just gonna chill out, cool down a little bit, and then I don't really know what we're gonna do for the rest of today. It's almost like 5 p.m, so we haven't got like a whole day ahead of us, but we might head out and explore or something later, I don't know. It's the next day and we have come to Menton for the morning. Obviously we're staying in Nice, but the whole point is to kind of use Nice as a bit of a home base and then kind of explore the surrounding towns each day. So yeah, this morning we've come to Menton, which is famous for its sunshine and its lemons, which is so cute. We're currently just walking through the old town and it is insane. Like, I don't think I have seen a more beautiful place in my life. We're now at our second location for the day. Menton was beautiful, so fun, but my goal is to try and see 2 kind of towns or 2 little areas each day, just so that we can try and see as many as possible. And so it's just past midday now, and we've come to our second stop, which I do not know how to say, but I'll put it on the screen. And we're walking to a beach that I found just through TikTok. It is so hot, but it is, again, unbelievable. Like, I actually, I'm speechless. Liam and I just keep saying, this does not look real. This does not feel real. This does not seem real. We're just walking along the coastline, walking to the beach, and we're gonna go for a swim, and I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier. It is quite a few hours later now. We had the best time at that beach, like truly incredible experience. We spent a few hours there, and then we just took the train home, went to a grocery store to get some supplies for the next couple of days so we don't have to eat every meal out, and then we just hung out for a bit, and now we are heading out once again. We had a late lunch, so we're not super hungry for dinner, so we're just gonna go to a pizza place and get a takeaway pizza and then eat it on the beach. Morning guys, we are just about to head out for the day. We are going to Villefranche-ser-Mer. I'll put it on the screen because I feel like I've butchered that pronunciation again, but we're going to another small town this morning. We're trying to get out a little bit earlier. I think it's like 7 something at the moment, and so my goal is when we get there, the town hasn't even really opened yet, because I feel like most things don't open until like 9 maybe. I could be wrong, that's just my guess. So we can just walk around the town and hopefully kind of have the town to ourselves a little bit before everything opens up, because that's just our favorite thing. We were going to go somewhere else this morning, but we've kind of changed our minds because it was looking like it was just going to be kind of difficult to get there. So we're going here instead. So we're going to walk around the old town, we're going to go to the beach, and then I don't know what we're going to do this afternoon. Since our plans have changed, we now don't have like an afternoon spot for today. So I don't know, we'll just see where the day takes us, I guess. We might come back here. We might go somewhere else. I don't know. But I'll show you my outfit today because I love it. I think the outfits that I've been able to wear in the south of France have been my favorite so far because they just feel very me, very summery, very flouncy, pretty, feminine, very much my style. So I'm wearing this blue and white dress today from Fortunate One. I love it. It just fits so beautifully. Although I have packed shorts and a tank in case I want to change into something a bit more casual when we go to the beach. And then I'm just wearing my Archies. I love it here so much, guys. I think I can safely say that this is my favorite place we've been so far, which is saying a lot because I loved London, I loved Paris, but this is just something else completely. Liam and I were saying like London felt very homey, very familiar, still beautiful, but I don't know how to explain it. It just felt homey. And then Paris felt very like impressive, like everything you see you're like wow. Specifically man-made things like the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, Notre Dame, all of those things you just see and you're like wow, like someone made this. I can't believe humans put their hands together and they created this. Like this is incredible. And then you come here and the landscape that you see is just insane. Like I cannot explain how beautiful it is. I feel like pictures and photos do not do it justice. Like I look around and I'm awestruck by how beautiful the water is, the coastlines, the cliffs. Like it is just absolutely crazy to me, and it's so beyond anything that people can make. And I've literally teared up multiple times while being here, just being like, I can't believe we are here. I can't believe this is real. It feels like a whole nother world. Liam and I just keep saying I can't believe this is real, especially when we're by the water and like walking along the coastline and stuff, because it's just insane. And it just makes me think, wow, God is incredible. He made all of this so beautiful for us to enjoy, and I'm so thankful. We're now at the beach and the day is absolutely perfect. It is so hot. I haven't hopped in the water yet, but I'm about to. Our Airbnb had this umbrella, which is amazing because there's not really a lot of shade on the beaches, and personally we don't want to be sitting in the direct sun, so this is perfect. But this little town is so beautiful, absolutely picturesque, and the sand we're sitting on today is kind of sandy instead of pebbly, which is really exciting. Yesterday we were on a pebble beach, but today we have some sand, which is a little bit more comfortable, especially to walk on. But the water is so incredibly blue, and the town that you can see in the distance is just amazing. We went back to the Airbnb for a little bit, kind of got ready, and we decided to come to Monaco for the afternoon, which is where we are now. I can't believe that you can take a 25-minute train from Nice and be in a different country. Like, this is wild. In saying that, obviously it's a very small country, but like, what do you mean? We're just gonna walk around and just have a look at a few random things. I think we're gonna look at the casino, just like the lobby, not actually go in, and then a few other little touristy bits. But it is very beautiful here. It is so hot. We were saying it might just be the hottest it's been this whole trip, and we are definitely feeling it walking around in the sun. But I'm intrigued to see Monaco. The only things I really know about it is what I've seen in Monte Carlo with Selena Gomez. That's my main source of knowledge, which is obviously probably not the most informative source. And then also, I think my mum told me there was a princess here who used to live here who passed away in a car accident. I want to say Grace Kelly, but I could be wrong. And then I think they don't pay taxes here. Is that the other thing? I don't know. Should have done my research, but it's very interesting to see. We've had an interesting morning. It's our last full day here, so we wanted to come to another spot. Part of us was like, do we just go back to the beach we went to on the first day because it was so incredibly magical? But we were like, no, we should do something different. We should go somewhere new. So we got off the train at, I don't know how to pronounce like anything, but we got off at this station, which is like 3 stations from Nice, something like that, like 10 minutes. Then we were supposed to catch a bus down to a beach, and we found the bus stop, and based on what I had read online, you can buy a ticket when you get on the bus from the bus driver. But we got on the bus and the driver could not understand us. He didn't speak any English, which that is no fault to him. He's speaking French in France, like what did we expect? And we just couldn't communicate. So we couldn't get a ticket. We just ended up hopping off the bus because we didn't want to like hold it up at all. And we're like, okay, let's just walk. However, it is a 50-minute walk to the beach that we wanted to come to. But in saying that, when we were researching to come here, some people did say you should totally walk. The walk is really beautiful. Like, it's long, but it's nice. Just wear good shoes, whatever. And so we were kind of like half debating walking to begin with. But then obviously our choice was made for us when we couldn't get on the bus. So we ended up walking here. 50 minutes later, we've arrived at Paloma Beach. If you're doing a Euro summer this year and you've like researched different beaches around Nice and different places you can go, you might have read that some people say that the beach here is closed and there's like construction and stuff. And there is construction, but the beach is still open. But I think there used to be a beach club here and that is currently closed. And some people were saying the construction like ruins the beach, makes it really ugly. Like, don't come, it's not worth it. But we decided to risk it. And there is construction behind us, like this fence, but it does not obstruct the view at all. Like, this is the most incredible view. We're looking out to the coastline and all the cliffs and beautiful towns and like yachts. Like, it is insanely beautiful. So it was worth the walk. The walk is also just along the coastline, so it's also insanely beautiful and totally worth it. It did not feel as long as it actually was. And so honestly, I would do it again. Are we going to take the bus back? I'm not sure. It is very hot, so we were like sweating walking, but getting to a beach at the end makes it so worth it because we can just hop in the water immediately. But yeah, this view is just incredible. And there are like maybe like 6 other people on this whole beach right now, so it kind of feels like a semi-private beach. It is 8:40. We tried to get out of the house as early as possible because, like I've said a million times in this vlog, everything is just better if you do it earlier because there's less people around. And so yes, we did walk 50 minutes but yeah, this beach is so quiet. I'm not sure if that's because it's still a bit early or if people aren't coming because there's construction here. I don't know. I guess we'll find out as it gets later into the morning, but I am so excited to have just a chill morning at the beach once again. Another day in the French Riviera, what do you mean? we got home from the beach a little bit ago. We spent most of the day there. It was absolutely perfect. Like the most relaxing day we've had thus far. We pretty much just sat there all day, swimming, laying down, reading, swimming, laying down, repeat. It was great. But we came home, showered, blah, 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 and we just went out for a little walk because tonight is our last night in Nice. So we went for a little like sunset walk, but we decided to pick up some little fun things on the way home. Just, I don't really know why. We got a fun drink. You didn't get anything super fun. Like you've had that a lot of times before, but I got this, which I haven't seen in Australia. I'm not saying we don't have it, but I don't know. Fanta fruit twist. Have you seen this?
No.
Taste test. Kind of tastes like Bundaberg, like the red one, I think. But that's grapefruit. I feel like that hasn't got pictures of grapefruit on the front. Is it grapefruit? Peach, nectarine, oranges, passion fruit. It's good. Do you like it? The other thing we picked up was like an impulse. We were walking to the register, grabbed it. I have seen these everywhere. Every grocery store we've been to in France, I think, has had these, and I'm intrigued. Again, I don't know if these are a France only thing or if it's just that they have sparked my interest while I've been here, but we're gonna try them. I thought they were gonna be like clouds, like strawberry clouds, but I don't know. They've got, what are they? I don't know how to read any of that.
Red 40 in there?
Red 40. Oh, what? That is so interesting. Do you like that? No.
Oh, I don't mind.
I think it's better the more you eat it.
It's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird. I just can't tell what it is. Get the Google Translate out. Red, the original. Gummy caramellos. They're made in the south of France with sugar produced in the European Union. Yeah, gummy caramels. I'm so confused.
You know more? Do you want to take it then?
Yeah, you can take it. Are you gonna have some more?
I'll have 2 more.
Oh, I don't like it. But let me have some more. I'm about to head to bed, but I wanted to give you like my final thoughts on the south of France because we're leaving tomorrow morning. We're going to a new location, a whole new country. I am excited, but I am so sad to be leaving Nice. Like so sad. Liam and I have both agreed that this has been our favorite place so far, and I genuinely feel like I could spend another 2 weeks here at least and still feel like I need more time here because there are so many places to go and so many beautiful things to see. Obviously we've been hopping around doing like different towns and things each day. It's not really Nice itself that I think I'm gonna miss the most, but it is just like the south of France, the French Riviera. All of the different towns and all the different places that line this coastline are just unbelievable. I know I've said it before, but the videos and the photos and things like that, they just do not do this place justice. It feels like I'm looking at like a postcard every corner I turn. It's just, it is just so beautiful. So obviously in saying that, I definitely recommend if you're considering coming to the south of France at some point, please, like please do. I think staying in Nice and then kind of going to different places using the train every day was amazing. But in saying that, if we were to come back, I wouldn't mind staying in one of those smaller towns. I've heard people say it can be a little bit more affordable. It's a little bit quieter. Nice is like the hub. It is so busy, but in a good way. And it has everything here. It is like a full city. Like it has everything and it's huge. It definitely feels a bit more like, I don't know, maybe urbanized compared to some of the other smaller towns. In saying that, like what do I know? I've spent like 4 days here. So take my knowledge with a grain of salt. But yeah, if you're thinking about staying in Nice and doing day trips and stuff, I completely recommend it. I do know that some people like come to Nice and just stay in Nice the whole time, which obviously you can do that. I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much just because I feel like all of the towns that we've visited, I've loved more than I've loved Nice, if that makes sense. It's just a totally different atmosphere, I would say. And also I have loved our Airbnb. It's been really nice to have a kitchen because we've eaten a few meals at home. We like made all of our breakfasts at home, which has been really nice, and just have a bit more space. Also the aircon in this apartment is incredible. I think my least favorite part about the south of France is just how hot it is. Like it is sweltering. We step outside our Airbnb and we're sweating like straight away, and you're just sweating non-stop until you step back into aircon. And I don't know if that's really common. I don't know if the south of France is just really hot, or if we came during a really hot period of time. Like I don't really know, but I feel like that was like the only negative thing, especially when you're like walking a long way or getting into trains that are really hot. It's not like the nicest, but it's very manageable. Also, if you're wanting to travel along the train line, which is what we did, download the app SNCF Connect. We did all of our travel through that and it was super easy. We just like got the tickets on our phone, didn't have to like worry about using machines at different train stations or anything. Very handy. I will try and link this Airbnb down below if I can remember, because I really recommend it, especially if you want to stay in Nice and you want to spend part of your time in Nice but part of your time in the surrounding towns, because I think we're like a 10-ish minute walk to Old Town Nice, which is where all of the restaurants are and kind of like the coastline and the beach for Nice is, and then we're a 10-minute walk to the train station, which is obviously where we caught the train to all of the surrounding towns. And being right in the middle was so nice. I was planning originally to stay in Old Town Nice because that's what I had like heard people say to do, but that would have just taken us a lot longer to get to the train, so I'm glad we stayed kind of like in the middle. But yeah, overall incredible experience in the south of France, like literally 10 out of 10, just the best. And like I said, I'm so sad to be leaving. I think also the idea of waking up knowing you have a big travel day ahead is like not my favorite. I just like don't love travel days. I don't really know anyone who does, but it has to be done. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my France vlog. I had the best week, the first part in Paris and the second part in the south of France, and I wish I could stay here for so much longer because it has my heart, but it is time for us to move on. But I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and I will see you very soon with my next one. Goodbye.